What is up,
Here we
guys?
go.
Welcome back to the Trainer Gallery podcast. We have none other than Team Rocket Joey here by popular demand. What is up, man?
What's going on?
All right. So you said we were just talking. You said you started collecting again like 5 years ago. So what pushed you to do that, and when did you mix that with getting into content?
So when I came in 5 years ago, there was a video on YouTube of Leonhardt pulling the Charizard. That's the first video I saw from.
It
I
wasn't
think
in
it
the
was the first.
library, was it?
No, he was wearing his suit. That
Oh yeah.
Pokemon suit that he always wears. It
Yeah.
was that when he had the classic clickbait thumbnail. But yeah, I saw that, and then around the time was Darkness Ablaze, and there was Rebel Clash out right at that point as well. So I was with my girlfriend, and we were driving around just looking for anything we can buy. But at that point, it was kind of like how it is now, because I believe Darkness Ablaze was like $120 in LGSs, and
Whoa.
I had no idea about like what was like. I had no idea about TCG Player. I didn't watch any content at all, literally just like blind, just buying stuff. And I feel like that's where a lot of people are right now. So
Was that
yeah,
during the COVID boom?
yep,
It's like
exactly.
2020-ish.
That's crazy to hear
Exactly.
that those sets were that expensive.
Right.
And it
Yeah,
seems
and
like you have a lot of collector and investor wisdom. I was just talking to one of my buddies who's now trying to get back into Pokemon, and like he was collecting as a child. In this current market, what do you recommend to people who are just starting to get in?
just go watch Nostalgianomics. He'll teach you everything you need to know. Nah. Honestly, it's so much to learn. Like from where I started at to today, it's a night and day difference. But you can't find anything. No one can find anything. A big part of why I even started making content was because I couldn't find anything anymore. So I had to adapt to the current market situation, and I just turned the camera on.
It's your collection is insane from what I've seen.
Yeah, pretty much. I was just buying stuff here and there. I wasn't really like super thinking into investing. Um, I don't know what point that happened. I think it was during celebrations, is where I was actually like, okay, this is like for sure. Like we get this only once every 5 years. The anniversary set, we've only got one before this, so it seemed like a no-brainer type of play for me that I made myself. And that's really when it started to where I was like, okay, now I have to, this is actually crazy, because all the stuff I bought before then like rose up way crazy.
Yep.
What's
So are you mostly collecting and sitting on sealed, or do you also just do slabs, singles, everything?
I do everything. I started collecting when I got back in.
Okay.
I have a bunch of singles, bunch of slabs as well. I do grade as well, but right now I'm not really buying anything. Right now I'm actually looking at Japanese PSA 10 like SARs from the Scarlet Violet era, because nobody's looking at those right now. Well, from what I am observing, nobody's talking about that really on YouTube at all. Japanese looks like it's all trash. No one's talking about it at all. No one's watching any content on it. So we can go back to what you asked earlier. What I would advise is to look at stuff that people aren't talking about.
nice.
It's a fair assessment.
I'm pretty big on Japanese. We've been doing both Japanese and English probably since we got back into the game. But I agree that people don't really talk about Japanese or Korean. I actually started recently getting into Korean and Chinese as well.
Well, especially
Okay.
with like the exclusive promos and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so good to just try to get some of those. And like I was always like an English collector just because like I could read it, but I'm kind of becoming both. Maybe even flipping to Japanese just because on most of the cards the texture or the holo is just so much better.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
for sure.
I agree. And I think so. Japanese is a little bit cheaper than English right now, but it's
A
still going to
lot of it
hold
cheaper.
value over time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, do you guys remember? I think it was when SV Base and SVO2 came out, but the Japanese version, all the trainers were stupidly expensive,
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
ridiculously expensive.
that is something I did notice over the last couple of months. Is there was kind of a shift in value.
Yeah,
I
no,
thought
one
that was
hundred
Yeah,
percent.
crazy to see.
there's a I think the Japanese trainers themselves just had a huge bubble and that popped really hard.
Yeah.
So
Those went to the dirt.
where do you guys think we are right now in the English market?
That's
Definitely a modern bubble. I
way
don't
too
know what you
overpriced.
think, but I feel like the vintage is kind of catching up to where it should be. And I don't know
What do you
if you
mean
have
by
like the same
vintage?
thought. Like just older stuff because I feel like especially I mean modern was so high and it was like outperforming a lot of just vintage stuff for set or for cards that there's a super high like PSA population or whatever and then you look at like a vintage card and there's like 140 of them and this like
Yeah.
new Umbreon whatever is more expensive than the
Yeah.
vintage holo where there's like 12 of them.
I
So I
think
feel
a
like the
lot
vintage
of
is kind of catching up
I think a
in
lot
price.
of the prices for modern right now all came from like scalping.
Oh
It
yeah.
made everything go through the roof. Nobody wanted to buy it. You can't find it on the shelves like we were saying a minute ago. It's crazy to see um, how little there is available right now.
Oh, 100%. And it's crazy too because Prismatic Evolutions wasn't really scalped on pre-orders
Mm,
in November
yeah,
last year. People were
Hmm.
able to order multiple times on for like the PCETBs. Bots were not running back then, and then once the Journey Together PCETBs came out, that's when it was cooked. Everything was cooked at that
Yeah.
point.
which also did
Everything.
make sense to me. I'm not a big fan of Journey Together.
Oh, for real?
No. I kind of think it was one of those
You
sets that everybody's just like, whatever, and we're moving on to the next thing.
like I like yeah, it feels like like with most of the sets recently, it's not really living up to the hype. Though I do like a lot of the cards in the set
I think was that the first set where they had the trainers on the card.
for the
Okay,
full
that's
art.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I
Yeah.
thought. So
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was, go ahead. I was gonna change the
Oh,
subject.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, with Journey Together, it's just gonna be Battle Styles 2.0. People are gonna hold
Yeah.
it for 4 years, and then it's gonna get back to, well, we have to see what's gonna happen again with the enhanced booster box, because as
Yeah,
soon as we get the confirmation on whichever box is gonna get reprinted, one's gonna go up and one's gonna tank. I I don't know why they chose to do that with that set, but I don't know. It just
To give
seems
it
kind of
some sort
goofy.
of hype.
yeah,
That's That's
probably.
actually crazy.
What do you think about like what's happening with vintage right now? Do you think it's kind of in its natural progression, or do you think it's unnatural and it's going to drop again?
Well, I'm just comparing everything to last cycle, and once we got to the cycle top last cycle, vintage was going crazy, and also another indicator is when the PSA nines start to break away from the raw card prices. I don't know if you guys like track prices like that.
Hmm.
But last cycle, the PSA 9s were way more expensive than the raw price. And ever since the crash, right, of singles came 2022, 2023, PSA 9s and raw card prices have been almost identically the same.
Yeah, and as someone who grades a lot, it's so frustrating Because like when I came into the game, it
Facts.
was like you could grade a 9 and still make a little bit of money, but
Yeah.
and now it's just like
Now
it's
it's just an
brutal.
L.
You can't get the 9, and then they make it harder to get the 10.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with the recent PSA change,
Yep.
When
that
was the,
shit's pissed me off.
when was the last time you guys submitted? I know PokePair, you just put a video up, right, of you getting
Yeah.
your PSA return?
I've been
I
submitting quite a bit this year. I actually have 3 still at PSA that I'm waiting to come back.
Jeez. I just sent one out today, but I'm gonna run like another personal one soon because that one was for one of my buddies in England, and I just grade for him.
Okay.
That's crazy that people send you cards to grade for them.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It takes a lot of time though. I'm like, I don't want to do it
Yeah.
anymore
Really?
because like I mean, right now I have like over 100 cards for him, so I got to do
Oh
another
shit.
like over 50 card submission,
Oh
which I'm
my
not too
god.
much. Like it's just fun to do, and I get to see a lot of cool cards that like I don't usually have in my hands. Like
Yeah.
they have some like gold stars in hand right now that I wouldn't normally.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Are
Yeah.
you noticing like a specific card that's coming in or no?
Um, not really. It's kind of all over the place. I've gotten more hollow Charizards from base set than usual,
Hmm.
but they're kind of dusted. So, but
So would you
it's a
say
huge.
more? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Would
I
you say
was
more modern or more vintage is coming in?
probably more modern, but the vintage is still there. It's just not like 10 quality vintage, but it's
Okay.
still vintage to grade.
So I recently watched one of your videos, Joey, where you were talking about people buying celebrations versus the prismatic cases. Uh, First of all, great call. That was such a good idea. Are there any other sets that you're seeing like that where we should be paying attention to something a little bit older and putting our investment into something like that versus the newer sets?
You want me to get to hyper shilling on the podcast?
Let's talk some hyper shilling.
Yeah.
Some hyper shilling. Right now I'm just me personally. I don't. Me personally, I'm only buying Blooming Waters 151 boxes right now,
Oh.
and if you go on Facebook Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp or wherever you like to do your deals, or I don't know, you can probably talk people down to $100 a box. I do not go to stores. I don't have time to do that. Um, so 151 is almost out of its print cycle. And once 151 is gone, it is going to go bananas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is
So
it? Yeah.
you said you don't have like a lot of time to go. Because I
Yeah,
noticed that you put out a video every single day. That is
every day.
insane.
Yeah.
How are you able to make that happen?
I mean, I have a good support system behind me. They understand what's going on, and I've talked with them, and they understand that this has to come first for it to be successful.
Yeah.
So, and then so my strategy behind social media is YouTube, of course, has to be number one. And then I also post to Instagram and TikTok every single day. But I'm basically just posting the same exact shorts to those two platforms. And then it might be too much secret sauce, but I post 6 a.m., I post 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 3 p.m. So at some point during the day, every single day, someone is going to be seeing my face, hearing my voice, Whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether they like it, whether they don't, they will be seeing my face. Unless they hit, I don't know. My pokey op said that they blocked me, but somehow
That's
somehow
pokey
they still
ops.
yeah, my I get. Yeah,
I
but
have heard like that a lot of people think of you as like controversial, which from what I've seen, I don't really get it. Like I don't
I
know.
agree.
Why do you think people think that?
I know exactly why. So most people are just short content
Yeah.
consumers, so they just watch shorts. And I don't know if you guys have watched my shorts at all, but they're all either engagement baiting or rage baiting or emotion baiting. So that's going to paint a picture of, oh wow, this guy is X, Y, and Z. I don't like him. I don't want to see him. I'm just going to hit do not recommend. But again, with the way that I structure everything, if people click on the link to my YouTube, if they click on my name, if they watch the long form content, they actually understand what I'm trying to do here.
Yeah.
That
What made
makes
you
a lot of
like
sense.
go in that direction?
What do you mean?
Like to like you were saying like have that I don't even like
To be nefarious?
yes, yes. Yeah.
Team
uh,
Rocket.
Team Rocket. I love the villains, and I definitely am a Gen 1 Team Rocket fan. Jesse and James Team Rocket, by the way, not Destin Rivals Team Rocket.
I was gonna ask you about that.
Yeah.
I love the outfit, like the get up and yeah. I love the old school Jesse and James as well.
Yeah. Too
Yeah,
classic, too iconic.
I'm disappointed that they didn't have him in the set.
Facts. Me too.
I
Same.
thought we would for sure.
I did too.
Imagine how crazy that set would have been if they had them in there.
I
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Like how
I
much more crazy it would have been.
yep. I think they messed up by not having them in the set, not bringing them back. Because they brought Misty back, which was very exciting for me, but I'm
Yeah.
surprised they
Yeah.
didn't follow suit.
Yep. They seem to drop. I mean, they do a great job, but they seem to just drop the ball on the most like 1 + 1 = 2 type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally agree. Like, I that Hidden Fates one, that one was going stupid recently. I don't know like if it's still going up, but it's like I don't know, maybe $20 to like $100. It's just I don't know if that's right, but that's kind of a guess. And if
Yeah, for
they,
sure. It happened again 4 years ago though, so it's just the same thing happening over again.
yeah. Well, when I first got in, I was like, okay, my first big purchase is gonna be a Hidden Fates ETB, and at the time, I wasn't really watching like any content, and I spent like $350 on one, and like 2 days later, they reprinted it, and I'm like, why is it $100 now?
Oh, so you bought them back in like 2019, 2020?
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's that
those
same one that I have behind me. I was like, yeah, I'm holding on to that until I can
gotta
make
keep
money.
it.
Yeah, let it collect dust.
Gotta keep it for sure.
What do you
No, that's
have in your collection that you would say is the biggest investment you've ever made?
um the biggest single day purchase would have to be the Celebrations regular ETBs. I spent
Nice.
like I want to say $2,000 on them
Damn,
in one
that's
day.
awesome.
You think those are going to have a big spike when the next anniversary comes up?
I mean, they've been going crazy as of recent. I It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Celebrations because next year is the 30th anniversary.
Yeah.
And then what happened with Generations during Celebrations, it went to like a $700-800 ETB. And I recently, I was blessed to be featured on a Possum Buds video when he was talking about me saying celebrations could easily 10x. But it's like, I don't know. Do you guys think, because I've heard from someone else that he thinks the 30th anniversary is not going to be a big event. Does that make sense?
Really?
Yeah.
I think it will.
I feel like that should be a big one. Like,
right? It seems
Yeah.
like
do you
it's
mean
a
like
no-brainer, right?
there's gonna be like no hype from like the market and the people, or it's not gonna be like
I
made a
think so.
thing by Pokemon?
I think that's what he was saying. That it's not
Yeah.
going to be some kind of huge event that people are thinking it's going to be.
I think I feel like after the release of these mega sets that are coming up, I feel like that's going to be the next big thing.
Which one? The celebrations hype?
The 30
I mean,
year.
the 30th? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Not for sure, 100%. And I think I don't know. It's extremely hard to really know what people are going to spend their money on. But I do believe long term celebrations is a no-brainer play. Any anniversary set really is a no-brainer play.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what's in the set. Do you guys like the stamps on the celebrations cards, or do you guys not like them?
I like them. I think like I kind of like the exclusivity of the stamp because like you don't get it on every card or every set. So
It doesn't
it's
really
kind of cool to see.
stand out for me.
Yeah, that's like one of the biggest things that I hear that people say is they don't like the stamp. But I mean, people like whatever stamp they like. I guess they love the Pokemon Center stamp on their promos, and that's a super basic stamp.
I feel like people like the Pokemon Center stamp just because it adds a ton of value.
It 20x is the value of the card.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the
have you seen the Snorlax promo?
Yeah.
Like the regular promo versus the Pokemon Center stamp? That is crazy to me.
The regular one was like $1 for the longest time.
Yeah.
I think the stamp one right now I think it's at like $100 or so raw. If I'm not mistaken.
Are you gonna sell all those promos you graded?
I've sold some of them, and I use some of them for like giveaways.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You guys both went to Card Party?
Yes.
No.
Oh no, Misty did not.
No.
Sadly.
I'm going to Seattle though.
Okay.
Yeah, wish Misty was there.
I know.
The whole gang would have had the whole gang.
Well,
did you go?
Me?
Yes, undercover without any Team Rocket stuff.
No, if I was ever at something like that, it'd be full. It'd be on screen, ready to go.
So I wanted to ask you. I saw in one of your recent videos as well. You talking about a possible crash coming up in the market.
Yeah.
Everyone's
favorite word.
A lot of people that I've asked about that, they don't think it's going to happen, but I 100% believe there's going to be a crash.
Yeah, I mean, I've literally referenced people's videos from 4 years ago saying the same exact thing that everyone's saying today. Somehow, some way, everyone thinks that this time is different. Pokemon's not going to be able to reprint everything. They're never going to be able to meet demand. Boxes are never going to go back down to $100. And it's the same exact mentality and thinking of when everyone was bearish on Fusion Strike at $80 a box. It's all trash. It's overprinted. It's never going to be worth anything. Now it's $800 a box. It's just the same mentality. It's just flipped on the other side. A lot of what I do and what I base my content around is all around human emotion and human psychology. And I've studied the ups and downs. I've been here. I've watched everything happen over the last 5-6 years.
Yeah.
It's eventually going to happen again. It might not happen this month, next month, 6 months, a year. Eventually it will happen.
Yeah,
We
it
don't
just
know
has
what's
to.
going to crash. It's just, there's too many variables to give like a, this exactly is going to crash. This said, like that's impossible to say.
Yeah. I actually thought it was going to happen soon. I don't know with like because the next era we're going to have like the mega sets, but I could have sworn it was going to happen because of all the scalping and everything that's been going on.
Just people like people getting sick of not being able
Yeah.
to get anything.
Yep.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then with black and white too, why are people saying that it's going to be short supply? When has Pokemon ever been short supply?
Just more people buying it, right?
I think
Yeah.
news
Like they're not
outlets
printing less.
I think news outlets and this and that are just leaning into the FOMO train that we don't know who is controlling it. It could be Pokemon, it could be distribution. We don't know who's controlling it, but someone is definitely controlling it.
I've heard a lot about distributors keeping stuff for themselves. Like I've been hearing some shady stuff about distributors recently.
Yeah, I personally don't have distribution, but I watch so much and like so much of what people talk about, and I also talk to people. I, something is just, I don't know. It doesn't seem right to me, but it could all be natural. This could all be natural. I just, from
Even
everything I've seen, it just doesn't feel like it to me.
when we were talking to Ryan, he was saying that like apparently I can't remember what distributor it was, but they were just holding stuff back, and then they got called out on it. So then they're like, "Oh shit!" and then they had to release it.
Yeah, I saw that actually, but
They probably
again,
sold it for way more than what it was worth.
100%. The thing is that these distribution chains and even all like the third party LGSs, they operate on the razor thinnest of margins for so long. Once we get a situation like this, they don't want it to stop. They 100% don't want it to stop because they know on the other side of this, they have to go back to operating on razor thin margins,
right,
to keep the lights on, especially brick and mortar stores.
And if people are willing to pay for it, they're going to charge it.
Dude, I was, when my LCS, because I think it happened around what, like Surging Sparks prismatic time frame. They were selling, you know, fucking 80, I think it was like 80 for an ETB, which to me is already way over what I want to pay for it. And then he bumped it up to like 120 an ETB. I was like, absolutely not. I'm not doing this shit anymore.
Yeah.
For Surging?
No, prismatic. Surging was like the beginning of it.
The beginning
Prismatic
of the end.
is cut.
Yeah.
Have you guys opened up Prismatic at all?
Barely.
Yeah.
Barely.
I haven't opened a single pack. I can't do that. That's like lighting my money on fire.
Do you rip a lot?
No. The last thing I ripped was a Surging Sparks booster bundle on the first release, but before that I couldn't tell you what I opened last.
It's so hard because the Pokepair channel it's an opening channel. So we have to open for the most part. Like sometimes I'll do other types of videos, but I try to stay to what we started out doing, and man, it got rough. It's still rough trying to do opening videos right now.
For sure, it's expensive. Has to be.
Yeah. I kind of started off opening, and I'm like, I haven't done much openings like in a while. I'm not paying to open that much every single video.
Facts.
So like I just let it collect dust and value.
I've recently found a store that somebody told me about where I can actually get ETBs at like 50, 55 right now, which is helping the channel a lot. But
yeah,
it's doable. It's no 35, but
yeah, I don't know if we'll ever see those days again.
I hope
No,
so.
we'll for sure see him.
You think so?
The craziest thing is during the Sword and Shield era, nobody wanted ETBs. They said they were too bulky, took up too much space. They had every excuse in the book as to not invest into them. And now everybody wants a prismatic ETB to invest into.
Of course.
I
Yeah.
mean, I get it with the promos and stuff, but it's like I don't know. People are just creative creatures for sure.
They are.
I will say the promos in the prismatic ETBs, they're not good quality.
Oh yeah.
No, every ETB that I open and because I have a couple of the evolutions, I've sent some of them in, but I probably sent like 3 in, and the rest of them I just kept because there's no way that they're going to grade a 10. There's no way they're going to get probably even a 9. It's just
What are
all
they
shit
like off
quality.
center? Printless?
No, they're like around the edges.
Hmm.
It's like there's like a mirroring or so, like a
Oh,
you can
weird.
see the foil behind the yeah.
So they're just cut like trash.
What would
That's probably.
you rate prismatic out of like everything in Scarlet Violet?
How would I rate it?
Yeah.
I mean it's a top 3 set for sure just because of what it is. I personally don't like the crowns or the rainbow borders personally, but I know that emotionally investing is not wise to do because like with Paldea Evolved, I don't have a lot of Paldea Evolved because I didn't like the set, but a lot of other people like the set. Whether they've been Hyper Shield or not into liking it, they like it. So I know that I need to have prismatic evolutions long term. It would be not the smartest to not, but I just don't think paying 2.5x, 3x MSRP right now for prismatic is the smartest thing for somebody to do.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It's just it's too new. It's way too new.
So new. Artwork isn't really that good.
And from like an opening perspective, you
You're
can't
not
pull shit.
pulling
The worst,
shit.
literally the worst.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so bad.
It's probably one of my least favorite sets from this era because of the pull rate.
I think I agree, but like because of the artwork. I think the art. I think all the Eevees suck.
I do too. I like the rainbow borders though. That I thought was
those
like
are
a
starting
nice
to grow
little.
on me.
Yeah, it's like a unique thing to the set.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Umbreon is cool. Honestly, my favorite card out of Prismatic is the Roaring Moon and the Cerulege. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
the
Thank
Cerulege
you.
looks cool with
Thank you.
the rainbow border.
The
That one actually
Roaring
looks
Moon is
right.
my favorite too.
Facts. That bro, it's only $60
Oh
in
my god.
Japanese.
Okay.
PSA 10.
Now
Oh
I have
shit.
to.
I bought a couple of those. I had to. It's
Hell
just
yeah.
that's too cheap. Way too cheap.
Yeah. I definitely need to. I need to start investing more. I think in the
Yeah.
Japanese. It's just so hard.
Just buy cases. You'll be fine.
I know. I know.
That's what I'm
You
trying
know
to
me
do
though. I
now.
like to rip shit too, though.
I
So.
You know what's easy to not open? A case. Because it's just cardboard. And then you don't get to see any of the sparkly stuff. It's just a
No.
brown case. It's easy to not open.
Nope. That's bullshit. When John and I got we got 2 cases of Japanese 151. We ripped an entire case.
Jesus.
Going crazy.
God.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Did you
probably
guys get
like
anything though?
$30-$40
Yeah,
a
we got.
box.
I'm pretty sure we got everything. We got everything.
There you
Oh my
go.
god.
It's
That's
worth
sweet.
I don't know if it's worth it now.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely not, but at least you got something out of it.
That's why I feel like for me buying the cases, it's a lot more expensive, but it's a lot easier to not open. So it's I'm just trying to add more of those little Lincoln logs.
Facts, brick by brick.
Yeah.
I definitely need. Yeah, I need to start getting into cases. I think the last case. Oh no, I did buy a case of prismatic ETBs, and then we bought a case of evolving skies from Chris Klein.
Sheesh.
Nice. Didn't you
Yeah,
rip
How much?
that and then pull like the Dragonite and Rayquaza in the same box?
we opened 3 of the booster boxes. We got the Umbreon, the Moonbreon, and the
Oh,
Dragonite in one booster
Sheesh.
box.
that's
Yeah,
That's
unreal.
crazy luck.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they both came back 10s.
Oh
Oh,
my
that's a
god.
print right there.
Yeah.
That's a print for sure.
Oh, I miss Kleiner.
I don't, yeah, he disappeared.
Yeah, pretty much.
Um,
So outside of YouTube, are you doing YouTube full like as a full time job? Are you working another job?
mm,
Got any hobbies?
No, I just work a 9 to 5 and then I come
Nice.
home and then I do YouTube and spend time with my family. And that's
damn,
That's
pretty
man,
it.
you
awesome.
you got a 9 to 5, and you're putting out a video every day. That's
Yeah, it's
insane.
impressive.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. When I do stuff, I don't really like to kind of, just play around
Gotta
with
go
it.
all in.
I have to. And I mean, nobody's going to get up here and cosplay nobody's going to do that every single day. So it's
Yeah.
like I don't know. It's just where my life has taken me.
Nice.
uh
Do you ever imagine this for yourself?
No, I didn't. And then I
I
also, when I
didn't.
bring people onto my channel, I ask them, I'm like, every decision you've ever made in life has led to you talking to a real life Team Rocket member right now.
I think it's funny
That's so
because
funny.
we've talked about this before, but like when we're talking to like our friends from like back home or whatever, they're just like, "You
Mhm.
you do Pokemon on YouTube? That's kind of weird."
Yeah, for sure. I don't really, yeah, I haven't actually, I'm lying. A bunch of people that knew me from high school reached out to me after they found out that I was doing this. And they were super interested in Pokemon. Like after I told them basically everything that I do, they're like, "How
Wow.
do I
That's
do
really
this?
cool.
Like how do I buy into the?" I'm like, "Bro, it's so hard right now." It's
Yeah.
like
Wow.
when you
Yeah.
have people asking you that, that's when you
That's
know
like
the bubble is starting.
yeah, that's like what my buddy was texting me about right before this. I was like, honestly, probably don't buy anything or open anything for a while. Just
Yeah.
wait for it to go down.
Yeah.
Sealed for sure. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is a train wreck right now.
What do you do to keep current in the market? Like, are you researching every single day?
Nope, I just watch other PokeTubers.
Really?
I listen I listen to what they say. So with the style of content I do, I have to kind of watch specific people
Yeah.
and just keep up with what they're doing, what they're saying, because a lot of my audience is built on the opposite end of what a lot of people say. So, and then one of the reasons why I actually started my channel was to kind of like protect people from falling into the trap of just blindly listening to people buy this, buy this, buy this, buy that, buy that, buy this. Because I did that when I started. That's why I'm still holding on to Shining Fates today.
I did the same thing with that shit. Oh my god.
Everyone was talking about it. Everyone was talking
Yeah.
about Shining Fates, how they're talking about Prismatic today, back then.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, that's true. Bro, the pre-order price on those ETBs, I can't believe I paid that.
crazy. But it was the hottest thing out. Is everyone
Yeah.
says the art's trash now, but back then people were not saying that at all. People were literally itching to buy Shining Fates.
It's a very non-Team Rocket thing of you to do. Very kind though.
Exactly.
Keep them on their toes.
Yeah.
So
I think.
go ahead. No, you got it.
I,
You got it.
I think the Team Rocket aspect of my character is kind of more toward the people that do that, not toward the audience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the people that do that aren't really Pokemon fans. They're money fans.
Yes.
So it's super hard for them to understand like what's going on if they didn't grow up knowing who Team Rocket is, actually
Right.
being like into Pokemon as a kid. So I could see why some people are frustrated, but the content must go on.
Must go on.
What's your so what's your oldest product that you have sealed that you invested in or held on to?
It has to be. I think it's this booster box right here. Unbroken Bonds booster box.
Nice.
Oh, shit. Nice.
I have Cosmic Eclipse as well.
I'm jealous. It's like my favorite set.
Which one?
Cosmic.
Same.
It's crazy.
Used to be so much on the shelves, and you could just take a pack, take a pack. Oh my god!
We weren't back into Pokemon when Cosmic came out, which really sucks. But
yeah, you sold on that one, Misty.
I fucking know.
Well, there was a small like last print of Cosmic Unified Minds, Unbroken Bonds, and I believe I forgot there was another one. I think it was Ultra Prism. All four of those sets got like a final last little reprint, and that's where I got mine from my LGS. Nice. I was so sick because I paid $250 a box. This was before like I even like listened to YouTube or anything.
Yeah.
I was like, why am I about to pay $250 for this booster box? Now today they're 10 times the price.
Yeah. Yeah, I caught some of that restock with the Ultra Prism and the little like hanger boxes, and they had 3 packs of them. Yep. Ripped all of them, didn't get shit. At the time I was like fresh into it. I was like, you know what? Yeah. Why not?
Dude, the degen is real.
It's crazy all the Evolving Skies that was ripped, and look at it now.
Yeah.
I know, oh my god. I'm so glad we didn't open all of our packs.
I just wish I bought more. Actually, I always saw like the 1 or 2 pack blisters with Evo in them at Walgreens every time I went. I was like, yep, I'll buy that. Open it, nothing. My brother was smart and sat on all of it. I was just like,
didn't you recently just bought 2 cases of something, right, Elliot?
I got a silver and a surging case.
Sheesh.
Nice.
And then luckily I caught the very end of Lost Origin on Pokemon Center website, and I got a case of that for like $900 last year.
That's a W.
Yeah. Holy
That's
shit.
That's a big W.
It was crazy because like a week after I bought it, it was like $1,200, and then it like sat at like $15 for a while, and it just spiked up again recently.
They shipped it in a case?
Yep, shipped it in a case.
Sheesh, that's a W.
Yeah.
I don't really open that much, and I haven't opened much Lost Origin. And I was I was in Boise, Idaho, and there's a card store, and they had like the build and battle kit for Lost Origin. I was like, yeah, I'll buy that. Had it sitting on my shelf back here forever, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna open it. Pulled the Giratina on like my second pack. I was like, okay, done opening that set forever.
Is it cheaper in like?
Yeah, I'm gonna grade it. It's pristine.
There you go.
You haven't sent it yet?
No. I have like 300 cards that I just have in a stack that I just haven't sent. It's so bad. But luckily, I have a lot of stuff that I didn't send a long time ago, and it's all just like GX that's like gone up crazy recently.
Facts.
Send that shit in.
I gotta.
So when you said you went to Idaho, is it like Do you think it was cheaper there?
I think it was because I got it for $70, and I think they were going for like 100
Oh,
at the
yeah.
time. I could be
I was
wrong, but
wondering if
I'm
it
pretty
was
sure that's
cheaper
what
in
it was in
like
Potato Town.
yeah. So, what do you think on the next era that's coming out with the megas?
I think it's going to be crazy, honestly, because SV era we didn't get a Rayquaza, we didn't get a bunch of all of the mega Pokemon,
Yeah.
like the base set that evolve into Mega Evolution. I think Mega is going to be better than SV era just off of what it is. I think, me personally, it could be biased though. I think people are going to look back on the Rainbow Borders and the Terra Crowns once they start to see all these megas coming out, how crazy the artwork looks, how crazy, like the Bulbasaur looks crazy already as an IR.
Yeah,
It is giving me Magic Cart vibes already. I think the art, the famous line that I always get, the art is definitely going to be better in the Mega era for sure.
I hope so. I'm not a huge crown guy. It's like, what are you doing?
Not me neither. It only looks good on specific Pokemon, and then even then, it's like, I don't know. I can't do it personally.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely in the same boat.
I like that they've been bringing back some like nostalgia from the older sets. Like we got the black and white, and then the megas coming. I'm excited about that.
I'm so excited to get Black Bolt and White Flare.
Yeah, I think what is that next? Is that next week? It's next week, right?
Yeah. What, it's supposed to be the 18th?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
You're gonna have a lot of content for your daily upload with that.
You think it's going to be readily available, or people are going to scalp it as well?
I mean,
it's gonna be
for
scalped.
the people who got pre-orders, I think they're chilling, but probably gonna be scalped to shit.
Even still, with like pre-orders nowadays, they a lot of places have made it to where you can only buy 1 or 2 items at a time for the pre-orders. Which, I don't know. I think that kind of sucks. I know a lot of people were excited about that because, the scalpers were buying everything up, but I also think it just sucks for the regular investor or collector.
Oh yeah, collectors are for sure cooked. They probably all left at this point.
Yeah, I actually seen a major drop in because like I was telling you, we do a lot of opening videos. I've seen a drop in views on the opening videos because people can't get a hold of the product themselves, so they've lost interest in watching other people open it, which I thought was also weird because I thought it would have like the opposite effect. But yeah, nope, collectors are definitely stepping back for a while.
It's tough.
Yeah, I saw a Possum Bud make a video about that, talking about, as this was a couple months ago, he was talking about other creators saying this and that, and then they're opening crazy amounts of packs on their stream. I don't know who he was talking about, but yeah, I could see what you're talking about. I think overall as a whole, the Pokemon views have dipped a little bit over the last couple weeks.
Yeah, we were talking to Vault, and I feel like Vert's also mentioned it, that they're down, and it's kind of leading to like some burnout, and it just generally sucks that the views are down. Which I don't get many views anyways, so it's like, okay, whatever. But for people that are normally pulling like 30K and dropping to like 10K, you can see that sucking pretty bad.
Yeah, I've seen a shift in with a couple of the bigger creators trying to go towards like commentary nowadays, which I could see why, but I don't know, man. I just love ripping packs. I don't think I'll ever switch to anything else. Yeah.
You don't think so?
I've done some commentary, but I'm not gonna ever give up the the opening videos.
Do you guys watch drama content in the PokeTube space?
Sometimes.
Depends, yeah. If it's like something major that's happened, then yeah, I'll check it out.
It seems like to me that a lot of people built their channels off of Leonhardt drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone just tossing shade at Big Lee.
Oh
That's
yeah, what was
actually
that?
crazy.
What was that recent
especially
thing?
because both of his
The trade up.
the trade up, and then whatever happened again with that. There's so many views just coming in from all that stuff.
Yeah.
But a bunch of people do it. I don't know. It's crazy to me. But I mean, I don't know. I never made a video about Leonhardt. I don't know. I can't do it. I can't do that. Oh man.
I do think he's kind of weird. I'm gonna say that.
He's a little goofy, but I mean, I feel like a lot of PokeTubers can be goofy at some points.
For sure.
But
yeah, I agree.
I feel like he doesn't really do what he
people.
does with male intent, but he just doesn't have like the right checks in place.
That's another thing too, though. Like, I feel like a bunch of people are not aware of the situation that is going on, like, and how other people would perceive it as a viewer or on the receiving end. And
yeah,
I don't know if it's like a common sense thing that's going on. It's not just Leonhardt, it's a bunch of people. Like, a lot of people will be talked about in a crazy way because of the way they're portraying their message.
Yeah.
My character specifically set up to come in extremely abrasive, so people aren't like, oh wow, he was so nice, this and that, and now he's talking crazy. Like, I set it up to talk crazy from the jump. And not really, like, I know personally that type of stuff it feeds the algorithm if people talk about you. So
yeah,
it was like we had Crane on last weekend, and I don't know if you watched any of Crane stuff, but like
I watched his interview with you guys. That was definitely wild.
Yeah, he's just I love him. He's hilarious, but he's wild, and that's what he portrayed himself in the start, just so like that's his audience that he would grow around, like who he is, rather than like something that he's kind of faking out there.
Yeah.
So do you guys think a lot of PokeTuber content creators are faking who they really are, or
I'm not going to say names, but
no, we don't have to say names.
there's a couple that I can think of, that are different in person than they are on camera.
I think so too, especially if you've just like set your channel up that way, and then you're like, shit, I can't really. I locked myself up by doing that.
That's a bad look. That's a bad.
Because then if you say anything bad, then you're screwed. You just gotta keep it PG or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's like when we first started our channel, because I cuss like a sailor, and we tried to go like PG at the beginning, and I was like, no, I don't want to stay like that, because if I ever meet people in real life, I'm gonna be I literally have fuck tattooed on my hand. I can't just I can't be this like PG person in real life, so I just
yeah, no, for sure. And again, I came in going after the fake good guys and the hyper shill, like, very abrasively. So the people that watch me, I think honestly the people that really watch me every day just come to laugh. I don't really think that they come to necessarily learn about the market, because a lot of my content is sarcastic, like extra sarcastic.
I caught myself when I was watching through your videos. I caught myself laughing because I went into it like thinking, "Oh, it's going to be super controversial," and then I was like, "Yeah, you're the jokes." I'm like, "Oh, that's actually funny. Why is there so much controversy?"
And your subliminal like things that pop up on the screen, love it.
Yeah, Shout out to all my Pokeots.
No, but I again, like when I was watching your content, I think you know you're speaking your mind, and
No, for sure.
I think I think that's how you should be. Like if you're gonna be on the internet and you're gonna be talking about specific things, speak your truth, speak who you are.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, 100%. It's too hard to get up here and like fake something and lie about it, and then just get caught
yeah,
up in a web, and then you look goofy. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know Rattle Pokemon. You probably do, but
yeah.
he gets people. He gets people.
Digging deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the ones where if there's something crazy going on in the community, I'll like check to see if he's done anything on the topic.
Yeah. No, for sure.
But I don't know. I also try to like stay out of the drama too, because I kind of think it's weird to have like crazy drama in the Pokemon space.
Yeah, it's actually super cringe. Like to actually see real life emotions affected. Uh, no, I have zero pokey beef with anybody for real
Yeah.
on the internet in the space. It's all just conflict of opinion. That's it. It's not really like,
Right.
Yeah.
oh, I don't like you. I never want to talk to you. Like, but when I see people like I don't know if we should be name dropping or not. I'm gonna just not name drop, but people were basically going at it last week. I'm sure you know both of these people, but it was like real raw emotion talking about each other, and I'm
Hmm.
just like, bro, I that's like brain rot content for me, honestly. Especially in this space, it's like Pokemon investing is kind of cringe to talk about every day, but actually like going at somebody for real is kind of weird to me, honestly. But
Yeah. I like
it gets
listening
clicks.
to it to like see what's going on, but the drama just annoys me, and I just like I don't want to be involved with the actual drama.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
for real.
Actually, to go back to what you were saying a second ago, I actually really enjoyed your investing content. I learned a lot, and I'm definitely going to be paying attention more to um, how things are moving in the market because of
Mhm.
because of you.
I appreciate that. And I have a bunch of people reach out to me. Like I didn't plan for any of this to like really happen and people to actually listen to me. But I have a lot of people reach out to me saying I didn't spend X, Y, and Z amount of money. I didn't waste my money here doing this. I was able to get it here for MSRP, this and that.
Oh, that's
And
sweet.
that's really all I really do it for. Like I do not care if people like say, "Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Don't listen to him. Pokemon's just gonna go up forever." And it's just goofy. It's so goofy. And people that have no investing background at all are definitely gonna get crushed
Oh
in the
yeah.
next 12 months.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you think like that intuition come like did you study anything like related investment wise or psychology wise, or is it just from being in the hobby for like the last 5 years and just taking note of everything that's happening?
Yeah, it's from first-hand experience from again getting Hyper Shield and Champion's Path and Shining
Yeah.
Fates and actually experiencing it and looking at like my money do nothing when I thought, oh, these people on YouTube, they told me that this is going to be a great investment, that it's going to go up forever. I don't know anything about reprints. People are telling you that reprints don't matter, they won't affect anything. It's just so goofy. The same exact stuff is happening today, literally today. But yeah, it's basically just from first-hand experience. And then also, I've watched PokeTubers. Unfortunately, I've watched PokeTubers for the last 5 years straight, just studying everything they say, literally everybody. So,
So what advice could you give to somebody maybe not new in the space, because I know it's probably not a good time right now, but like what advice would you give to somebody that is trying to do what you do?
I mean, I literally tell everybody the plays I'm doing. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm buying Blooming Waters for $100 a box. It,
Yeah.
it it just doesn't make sense for me. It might make sense for somebody else to go to stores, but you have to factor in the gas, you have to factor in the time, you have to factor in you're not even going to get something probably. So then that doesn't make sense for me personally. I would rather just pay over for 151, and then on top of that, I don't know if you guys probably didn't watch the video or whatever. I had a stained glass birds PSA 10
Mm.
copy that I graded myself. I bought it for $20 3 or so years ago, graded it myself for $20, so I was into the card for $40. I traded it for 4 Blooming Waters boxes and $50 on top.
Whoa.
So essentially, I got $540 worth of value out of that card, which then brought my Blooming Waters boxes down to $77 a box average
Damn.
price. So essentially, I'm at or very close to MSRP. So the longer you're in the hobby, the more you can make kind of plays like that to make it make sense. But somebody new is not going to be able to really do something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy how much that card blew up recently. I was buying those as 10s for like $40, and no
I
one
love
Facts.
cared
that card.
about it.
No one
And
cared
it was
about
like
them.
it was so unique too. I was like, how could you not care about it?
Can I
Yeah.
hyper show real quick?
Hyper
These are
chill.
going to be these right here are going to be the stained glass birds of the next 4 years.
Bro, I need to pick up
$20 right now.
copies of that. It's so sick.
$20 right now. One of the best Charizard artworks we've ever got.
Yeah,
I think
I
we have.
totally agree. Actually, I just sent one of those out in the submission I did for my buddy. I was like, I need to buy this card.
Yeah.
I have it on my mat, on my card mat. Like,
yeah,
it's a great
that's
artwork.
just a no brainer $20 play. If the stained glass birds can do what they did, that card can definitely go crazy.
Yes,
for sure. At hyper chill or not, it is what it is.
yeah.
I think we have.
Yeah,
I don't know
after
if we
this
have
releases, that's going to
multiple,
be a
but
$400 card.
is that
That'd
one
be
of the ones?
wild.
That might have been one of the ones I just sent to PSA recently. I don't know. Is that a promo?
It's
Yeah, the Charizard
from
UPC
the
Okay.
promo.
Yep.
Yeah, and those were like $5 for the longest time as well.
Yeah.
Promos have
all
actually
the
gone
promos in there.
crazy.
Yeah, people are
Yeah.
loving the promos.
But it goes back to the same thing. The last 3 years, they didn't do anything. The last 2 years, they were just flat zero. Nothing was happening with them. All of a sudden, there's a massive boom, and they take off.
Yep.
Yep.
It's just time in the hobby. Definitely matters.
Well, before we wrap it up, we do usually like to ask the question: if you were to have control over a set, what would your dream set contain?
My dream set? Well, I am a Rayquaza Lugia fan, so both of those would have to be in there. Top rarity. I'll just put all the Hyper Show Pokemon in there: Charizard, Pikachu, Greninja, Umbreon. I honestly don't even like Umbreon. A lot of people love Umbreon out of nowhere from
Yeah.
Evolving Skies. I don't
Yeah.
really like Umbreon like that. And I don't even think a lot of people like Umbreon, because if they did, they would have bought the Shining Umbreon from Celebrations for $15 for the longest
Right.
time that it was sitting there. Now it's $90.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know. And then here's one thing I would say about that. Actually, this is just like a gripe on Pokemon as a whole, how they structure their shiny sets from Shining Fates, Paldean Fates. So with Hidden Fates, they released a shiny set at the end, so every Pokemon from the era, all the top chases, got a shiny version. With Shining Fates and Paldean Fates, they released them in the beginning. So all of the top chases from the era did not get a shining. They need to revert to doing the shining sets at the end. So all of the top chases get a shiny form. That set would go crazy. That set would
Yeah, no, that'd
literally
actually
be
be crazy.
disgusting. Like imagine, uh, and
Yeah, I'm
I thought
surprised they're
about
actually not
this.
doing that.
It's free money, and
Yeah,
then
they'd be printing.
even I thought about this too, and I've said this in a video before. If they just make a shiny variant of the chase card, and I don't know, because I don't know the exact rarity of actually getting a shiny form in the game, but make it super limited to, like, just say a Moonbryon or whatever. If you got a shiny Moonbryon in Evolving Skies,
Yeah. Do the old
that would
shiny
go
odds
crazy. Yep.
like 1 in 8,192?
Yep.
That'd
It
be
would be
cool to have
nuts.
something like that.
It'd be nuts. It's literally just Pokemon printing more hype and FOMO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And can you imagine pulling that? Oh my god.
It'd be crazy. It'd literally be one of the craziest things. Same art, just a Pokemon is shiny.
Yeah.
They gotta do it.
Yep.
All right, man. Well, this was very informative.
It was.
I appreciate you guys for bringing me on to the podcast.
Of course.
Dude,
Thank you for coming on. We appreciate it.
Yes.
Yep, it was good talking with you guys.
All right, Elliot, you want to close us out?
Oh, wait, I do. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. And again, we are giving away this first edition Lieutenant Surge Electabuzz in a PSA 9. It is a holo. Rookie Ace, if you're watching, you won it. So if you don't claim it, we're going to give it away to someone else.
Yup.